Striker Scorpion 82 is now sponsored by Warhammer Combat Cards, a card battle game featuring your favourite Citadel miniatures from the 40k universe. Build your army decks, dominate opponents in player versus player action, collect and upgrade cards to fit your strategy, improve their power and unlock unique traits. Choose from all 40k factions, take part in campaigns based on iconic 40k battles, rise to the top of the leaderboard and win glory. Free to download and play, link is in the video description below or on the channel homepage, and by using the unique link it helps support the channel. Thanks and enjoy the game. Right, welcome to another episode of Warhammer 40,000. It's 2,000 points, one of our classic matchups here. Astra Militarum versus Necrons. Looking forward to this fight. The Imperial forces have created some kind of defense here, protecting some precious cargo. Necrons in this sector, and the Astra Militarum have been sent in to flush them out. Alright, so 2,000 points, Necrons versus Astra Militarum here. The Necrons have been doing quite well this season. They haven't played too many games. If you want to see them in action, check out some of the Challenger Scorpion games. They've been playing a good few games over there. But this season, not many for our seasonal battle reports, which is a shame. The last time they played, it was your Ultramarines, wasn't it? Yes, that's right. We decimated them. Okay, a chance for the Necrons now to take on the Guard. If we beat them, it'll be a shameful thing for James's Guard here. But this is the structure of the force. It's battle forged, a battalion. There's an outrider detachment as well for 9 command points in total. Minus 1 because I've taken 2 relics here for this list, so 8 command points for this army. So it's 3 HQs to make up the battalion and the outrider detachment. First for the battalion then is the Cryptek here. Staff of Light for him and a Chronometron. He is the Warlord. Immortal Pride, units within 6 inches, auto pass morale. So he's going to be in the centre, the heart of the army, just to grant auto pass morale for my Necron infantry units. Then in the battalion as well is Temen Ra. He's delegated command here to this Cryptek, but he's an overlord with a war scythe in the Catacomb command barge. And I've also given him a relic here. It's the Lightning Field, 4+ invuln save, and at the start of the fight phase, enemy units of an inch on a 4+, they take a mortal wound, just to add a bit of protection to him, to give him that invuln save. Then we'll cover the battalion here. So unit of 10 Necron Immortals with Gauls Blasters. It's Mefrit Dynasty here, so if I get within half range, it's going to be extra AP -1. Then 2 units of 15 Necron Warriors with their Gauls Flayers. That's the structure for the battalion. Then other units here. Unit of 10 Triarch Praetorians. Not a popular choice, but they have been a solid unit helping out the Necrons in this list many times. So I've gone for a big size unit, unit of 10, with their Particle Casters and Void Blades. Jump Infantry, that's a 10-inch move with those. Then Tomb Blades here. Unit of 6 Particle Beamers for their weapons. Again, not a popular choice, but been quite useful here. Just a higher number of shots at a longer range. Then I've given them some upgrades. So Nebula Scopes, when they shoot, they'll ignore cover. And Shield Veins will give them a 3+ save instead of a 4+ save. 1 Ghost Arc is in the list as well. For the Outrider detachment, here is this Cryptek with the cloak and a staff of light. He can repair vehicles. So the fast attack options to build that, only 3 of them. There's 1, there's 2. And then the third option is Wraiths here as well. 2 units of 3. And then finally a unit of 6 Necron destroyers with their ghouls cannons. They're the anti-tank option that we have. We've got to try and protect them. James has an awesome amount of firepower that could easily wipe them out. But that's the list here for the Necrons. A nice diversity here within this dynasty, within this list. Plenty of units to choose from, but a solid core of infantry as well to hold the central ground. We'll see how well they cope. We'll take a look now and see what James has in his Astra Militarum list. Alright, so 2,000 points of Astra Militarum. I can see 4 Leman Russes and a Bane Blade. Oh, nice. Right, okay, here we go. This could be messy. We'll let James run through his list.
Right, this is my 2,000 points of the Astra Militarum Cadians of the 18th. And we have the Battleforged, Brigade, and a Spearhead detachment. So the Leman Russes are part of a Spearhead, which means they get objective secured. And furthermore, we have 5 infantry squads. Each are equipped with Voxcaster and Grenade Launcher in each, all equipped with las guns, sergeants equipped with Chainsword and las pistol, that's ×5. And then we have for the heavy weapons detachment for the brigade, we have 2 heavy weapons squads of mortars, and we have the Wyvern as well. And then we have a unit of conscripts as well, a unit of 30. And then for the Warlord himself, he's got the Core of Aquila, so on 5+s I steal command points off of you. And I'm going to go for a different Warlord trait for him. And he's got superior tactical training, so whenever he issues an order on a 4+, the exact same order is passed on to another unit, which is quite handy. I thought
no plasma pistol this time.
No plasma pistol. So it's all WYSIWYG, everything here. So we have the Primaris Psyker as well. He's got Smite, Night Shroud, and Psychic Maelstrom.
Yes.
And then we have a AKA veteran platoon commander. He's a company commander. He's equipped with a chainsword and las pistol. And then we have a Tech Priest engines here. And then we have a Ministorum Priest and a Commissar with bolt pistol and close combat weapon. And then we have 3 Sentinels, Scout Sentinels equipped with multi-lasers. And then we've got a tank commander. He is equipped with a Hunter Killer missile. We have Sponson heavy bolters, hull mounted las cannon, and a battle cannon. And then we have 2 Leman Russ executioners equipped with the executioner plasma cannons and Sponson plasma cannons and a hull mounted las cannon. And then we have a regular Leman Russ battle tank with hull mounted las cannon and Sponson heavy bolters. And then we have the Bane Blade. So it's equipped with the Sponson las cannons and 2 twin heavy bolters, hull mounted heavy bolter, a demolisher cannon, a coaxial auto cannon, and the Bane Blade cannon. So that is around 2,000 points, and the quote is Cadia stands.
Right, so that's James's list. A good spread of units here. Infantry, good to see the conscripts in, heavy weapons teams, nice spread of tanks, variety of other units as well, and great to see the super heavy being used as well. Just mention the patrons here at this stage. Marcus Anthony, Paul Cook, and Cauldrus123 at gold levels. They get a shout out here at the start of the battle report. You can check out the end credits for the names of those supporting at silver level, and also special thanks to those supporting at bronze. Also, just a Patreon page of setup, and there'll be a link on the channel homepage, and all the proceeds go to SSWG, our local Wargames club. It helps support them and also helps them build future terrain projects as well. So that's James's list. We'll go on to scenario and deployment next for this fight. Alright, so we have a scenario. It's been purely randomised here. We've gone to the 8th edition rulebook, and it's Eternal War. The scouring here for the missions. There's 6 objectives on the board. Search and destroy is the deployment. Necrons place the last objective and have elected to go in this corner here. So we'll be pushing out in this direction. So objectives then. There's one out here in no man's land right on this flank. Right there in the crater. Just inside a deployment zone here is this objective, then an objective just outside a deployment zone close to the centre of the table, and then our last objective that we placed was this one here. So there's 2 objectives nicely within our deployment zone. Astra Militarum may well need to go aggressive here in this game. That was the Necrons might camp out on objectives and see the game through to victory. There's an objective just here upstairs as well in this ruin. And then the last objective, James, he's tucked it inside this ruin. This is one that James placed, and it is nicely inside his deployment zone. They're all worth 2 points each. After the armies have been deployed, one of them will be worth 4 points. It'll be the superior objective, and also one of them will be an inferior objective, being just 1 point in value. That could change the shape of the game. If the superior objective ends up being over in this corner, we could see the army shifting over to there. Over to that flank, or it may well be one of these here, but that may well determine which army attacks and which one defends. Expect a vicious fight here, desperate fight. Much pride needs to be restored to the Guard. They've been humbled a few times this season. The Necrons, I think, unbeaten so far. I could be wrong, but we shall see. James promises to destroy them here. We'll go on to deployment, start alternating, placing units on the board. Right, so the battle map that we're using here in this game, it's from gamemat.eu. So roll it out nice and flat. It's made from this mouse mat material here, so nice and quiet for dice and figure friendly as well if any models fall over. We place our terrain on top, then just some stones and scatter just to blend the whole thing in. Some of the terrain that we're using here in this game is from gamemat.eu as well. This chem zone industrial terrain set just here. We've been painting them up here at the club, but all of these containers here, these bits, and then also some of these here also, that's from that set as well. So check out gamemat.eu for your suppliers of battle mats and also terrain sets available from them also. Alright, so deployment here. James has still got plenty of models to put out here. Lots of conscripts he's placing on the board just over white shields, just over in the corner. So I'm just going to cover Necron deployment. They finished long before the Astra Militarum here. So sensing that if we hold back, it'll just be a turkey shoot. So we've got to go aggressive and try and control the centre of the table. That makes the Necrons vulnerable in as much as we'll be in range of a lot of James's firepower. We've just got to try and endure that, take the brunt of it, survive, reanimate, and control the central part of the table. And maybe send some units in amongst the Guard as well, potentially. So, unit of Wraiths on this right-hand side. 2 units of Necron Warriors all spread out across in this direction, going back to the Cryptek, who's anchoring just tucked in here. The Immortals snaking in between here. Also, Tamra, the character, behind the lines. Another unit of Wraiths just here, getting ready to spring out and move quickly. Triarch Praetorians just tucked in, making use of this line of sight blocking terrain around here. Can't hide from all of James's guns, but trying to limit the amount of firepower that can come through. Ghost Ark here, potentially a little bit vulnerable from James's firepower, but we'll see how well it copes. The other Cryptek, the one with the cloak, one that can fly, is just tucked here at the back. And then over at this end, on this flank, ready to swing around, here is the Tomb Blades and also the Destroyers also. So a good number of units hidden away to some degree. This terrain breaking up line of sight quite nicely. This is James's view. He's still putting some models out here at this stage, but that's the view that his army has. You can see the line of sight blocking terrain helping the Necrons to some extent. But we'll let him continue to deploy here, and we'll come back and see Astra Militarum deployment in just a moment. Actually, whilst James is deploying here, he's been working on some new terrain. So you can see these bunkers here. They're Forge World models, aren't they? Okay, Forge World bunkers. So the lids come off, like so. And he's been using the propaganda posters. You can see it on some of the models just here. Nice flat walls. Those posters go on brilliantly. There is a tutorial on the channel for those, the propaganda posters. So I'll show you how to put those onto buildings. But it's a real nice touch. James has been adding them onto these 4 bunkers. 1, 2. There's 2 at the other end. Just here.
Vengeance Battery.
That's what it's called, a Vengeance Battery.
Vengeance Battle Cannon.
Okay, and you can see a new one he's been working on just here as well. I mean, a great addition to this. Out of production. Okay.
All this is out of production.
No, it's sad, yeah. It's nice terrain. But it's glad to see James painting this up, and it creates a nice feature here on the battlefield. So there's a link to James's channel here. Check out his channel. It's JB Wargamer 87. So he's got all things Ultramarines and Astra Militarum on there, how he organises his armies, and all sorts of content over there on his channel. Right, deployment's done. James is making scout moves now with his Sentinels. How quick do they go?
9 inches.
9? I thought there was 6. Okay.
The armoured sentinels go 6.
Right, okay, quick enough. He's moving up the board, heading off towards that objective. We still don't know what value it has, but that's the objective over there in that corner. So here's the Astra Militarum defence. I think the Necrons are wise deploying further forwards because this Baneblade here is tucked right in the corner. This is the tank commander here. Rush to his side. Executioner to his left. Where's the other one? It's over here. Okay, so he's placed one over on this side. Infantry squads spread all across the board. He's kept these back as far away as possible as well. The mortars range 48 with them. The Wyvern here also. James taking cover here. Storm Shard mortars. Okay, where's the white shields? There's a screen here protecting the tanks. Okay, so that's his deployment done. As Psyker, Priest.
Storm Priest.
There's the commander. There's the tech priest ready to repair. Sentinels have made their move, and that is it. Okay, so both armies have no reserves at all. Both sides fully deployed on the table.
Come fight me.
All right, okay, calm down, James, calm down. We'll go on to we'll roll to see what the objectives are worth here. Actually, so James rolled his golden dice of destiny. This is for the superior objective, please. So it's going to be worth 4 points. And our objectives are numbered, so we'll find the number in just a moment.
Superior, representing the gold.
Yeah, 4 points.
4.
Oh, it's not that one in the corner. Where is 4? Do I have it? No, I've got 1. Yes, I do. It's here. Ooh. Okay. Necrons hold the superior objective. And I would love it if your one in that building is inferior. Okay, here we go. James is going to roll the silver dice of... Oh, it's the bronze dice of something. 2. It's that one. Mm-hmm. Right, okay.
Interesting.
So there we go. So 1 point for this objective, 4 points for this one, 2 points for that one in the corner. It's worth going after. There's a 2-point objective just up here, and James's objective is worth 2 just inside the building. All right, so your golden dice of destiny is now over here, so you can't use that now to roll to see who goes first.
Astra Militarum grey dice.
Oh dear. Okay, we'll use this dice here. So Necrons are on +1.
Yep.
The machine.
6.
Ah, blast. No, why? I wanted to go first. A 6, we would laugh. Dice a 3.
Do you want to steal?
Yes, oh yes, we'll try and seize initiative.
Need a 6.
Yeah, coming right up. No, it was a 6. It was on a 6. Oh dear.
Do you want to spend 2 CP for prepared position?
Oh yes, please. Yeah, that's auto choice against the Astra Militarum. Necrons, we'd love to have gone first. We're +1 to the roll, but it's not to be. Astra Militarum, we get to strike first. Here we're going to have to weather the storm. Storm clouds are brewing. This is going to be bad. We're going to turn 1. Necrons, we'll use the 2 command points to immediately take cover here as James' Astra Militarum ready their guns and prepare to fight. Turn 1 coming up next for the forces of the Imperial. Right, James just pre-measuring here, checking his ranges. So this is your time now, isn't it? Where you get to fire and blast away.
I love that when you said that. It's now your time, men. Show what Cadia is like.
Oh dear, you don't know what I have to put up with here off camera. All right. Right, okay. So, full of optimism at the start, and then as bodies start falling limp to the ground, electrocuted here by Necron firepower, then the mood descends into darkness. That's why half of James's regiment has turned to chaos so far.
Good Necron is a dead Necron.
Okay, right. So, movement then, it's all about changing angles and presenting as many guns as possible here to blast into the Necron army. So that's what James has been lining up. Baneblade has moved, Tech Range moved across, Liam is shifting out in this direction. This one has swung around here to this left-hand flank. So a weaker flank for the Necrons, the Guard pushing out on this side. This may well be a route that they push around to attack the objectives later on. This Russ hasn't moved. This execution on this right-hand flank.
That stood still.
That stood still. These have moved again and popped smoke, heading off towards the objective. And an infantry squad's here, and moving forwards slightly. Mortars holding position. And scouts have pushed forwards and shifted to their left. They've stood still.
They stood still. They stood still.
Right.
Cyclists stood still.
Las guns at the ready. Well, range, I don't know. I think you're going to be out of range. Okay, right. Movement's complete. It will be interesting to see how much damage this Guard firepower can do here on turn 1. The whole army's in cover. Necron Warriors, for example, going up to a 3-up save. 2-up save the Necron Immortals. 2-up save the Triumph Praetorians. The Wraiths getting their 3+ Invuln save. This will get cover as well, so 3-up save. So it will be a test to your firepower here. We'll see. We'll go on to shooting phase. No, psychic phase here. Yes, for the Astra Militarum coming up next. Right, okay, here it comes. It's pretty predictable here. It's been a useful power. Night Shroud onto the Baneblade. Okay, it's just a straight -1 to hit him.
Yep, -1 penalty to its hit rolls.
Okay, so Baneblade's now protective of -1 to hit. That's it, psychic phase finished. Okay, no, very, very useful indeed. Protect the main assets. Yes, okay. Shooting phase next. Right, so James just issuing orders. He's doing that first. So you spent a couple of command points on...
Yeah, the Liam Russ Tank Company from the Vigilus expansion, and also 2 relics. So he's got the Hammer's Sunderance battle cannon, which is the tank commander, so it's a flat 3 damage instead of D3.
Okay.
And Corv's equipment.
Okay, so relics being paid for here, detachments, and then it's...
Spent a CP for the advanced stratagem from the Vigilus, so that Liam Russ
this one here
fires
the main gun without penalty for moving.
No, it fires 2d6 instead of 1.
Oh, right, gotcha. Great, okay. So that's all been paid for. First Blood, Slay the Warlord, and Linebreaker also available in this mission, if I haven't mentioned it already. Okay, so set up here, just a few more orders to issue, and then the firing will commence. Okay, so orders have been given. The first tank to fire will be this Liam Russ. So the order you gave to that was...
Smite at will.
Smite at will. Reroll 1s to shoot. Okay, here it comes. So James will declare his firepower here. I take it you're going to supercharge with these?
Oh, yes.
Okay. You might be going after these Wraiths here.
Correct.
You are? Oh, right, okay. Yeah, they can disrupt the Astra Militarum lines, so James is going to go after them. They're a tougher target. Tougher and boasting a 3+ Invuln save. And -2 to hit.
-2?
I'm joking. Carry on.
Eldar. What's it called?
Ghost Arc?
Ghost Arc.
Right, okay.
And then I'm going to shoot everything.
All the plasmas into them. Okay, yeah, good target choices here. So James is about to roll the dice. I'm paying 1 command point. I've got 5 left, but I'm going to put Quantum Deflection at this point onto the Ghost Arc. I knew it's going to be targeted, so just going to try and protect it a little bit more to try and keep it alive. So that'll help us with our Quantum Shielding rolls. Might be enough to keep that thing floating.
Right, so Las Cannon moves, I need 5s, but I reroll 1s.
Missed. Starts with a miss. It's a good sign.
And 2d3 shots with the sponsons.
Yep. This is into the Wraiths here. That's good. Okay, 5 shots.
That needs 5s to hit because it's heavy. So
okay.
This one's 4s, but 2d6 shots because of the order and the stratagem.
Gotcha. Not bad at all. 7. Okay. So 7 shots at 4s to hit.
Rerolling 1s. Those ones need 5s, rerolling 1s.
Okay.
Yep. So I'm going to do the needing 4s.
Yeah, not bad. It's okay. Yep.
And these ones.
In 5s.
5s, reroll 1s. Reroll 1s.
Okay, helps.
None of them overheated. And it's strength 8, toughness
5.
3s.
Ah, James, good. Solid roll.
-3, but you got
3 buttons. Yeah, 3 plus in 1 save. Damage 3 each time.
no damage 2.
Oh, right, okay. Alright, James using the grey dice. I'm going to use them as well because we're grey, chromy Necrons here. And we've passed 4. 1 Wraith will be destroyed. Do I take an invuln save at this point in the game? Oh, boy. 2/3 of a chance to keep one of those models alive.
For a CP.
For a command point. It's a 50-point model. God, boy. I might regret this. I'm going to use it now. Ah, used up. Okay. Oh, right, you can still, yeah.
I do.
Well done.
So I take your CP.
Okay. All right. 1 Wraith destroyed here. We'll take this one upstairs away. Okay. It's not a bad start here to see one of those Wraiths gone. They're expensive, but it would be tough to bring them back. There is a possibility I can play a stratagem to try and get them to reanimate, but it is costly. And it's quite a difficult roll to make a 5+ to bring one model back. Okay, so it's the commander battle tank now.
Yep.
It's going to fire. Okay, so the main battle cannon's going into those Wraiths. He's picking on Wraiths here. He's had some nasty experiences with them in the past, so he's going after them. The las cannon's going into this, and the heavy bolters
He's going to have to shoot the warriors.
into the Necron warriors, the front rank of them. Okay.
So I'm going to do the battle cannon.
Yeah, 2d6.
I'll say 3 shots.
He's rolled a 2 and a 1. Oh,
I've got plenty of CPs. So
loads of CPs. He's going to reroll the 1 for a command point. The early stage in the game, he's rolled another 1. It's made it worse. Worse? No, the same. That's right. I thought you rerolled the 2, so it's okay. 3 shots here. Needing 3s though.
Yep. Rerolling 1s because of his own order.
Mm-hmm.
And good job as well.
2 1s. No recovery.
And strength 8.
3s to wound. No. 0 from that battle cannon. Wow.
3 damage as well.
Okay. 1 las cannon shot needing a 3 or a 4?
4.
Needing a 4. Because you moved.
Hit.
Gets the hit. 3s to wound at strength 9.
4 is a wound.
4's a wound that comes through. AP -3. I'll take a 6 up save because of cover. Ah, just as we need it, a 6 is rolled. Okay. And then heavy bolters, 6 shots.
Yep.
Necrons are happy here at this stage, if that's a possible thing with them.
3 hits.
3 hits, heavy bolters, 3s to wound. 2 wounds come through, AP -1. So we take a 4 up save after cover. We pass both here. 0 impact from the tank commander. That's okay. I just had a moment of inspiration. He's Taman Ra. This guy here, his name, an ancient name from the dynasty Google Chrome. Google Chrome.
The one next here is called Android.
Android, yes, okay. I'm just thinking of names here for these. Just all of a sudden get these moments of inspiration. Next, tank.
Ah, same procedure, like we always do.
Right, this is the inferior Russ here. Going to fire next. Against the same targets.
Pretty much, yeah. He's going to be in range for the heavy bolters. But can I see? Oh, yeah.
Okay, here it comes.
So same targets. So 2d6 shots stood.
This is the battle cannon.
Moved under. So that's better.
That's better, 10 shots.
Moved under my.
D6 is so random. You get crazy good, crazy bad. This one's crazy good.
I don't reroll 1s because I moved.
And 4s to hit.
4s to hit.
Ooh, you're not very good now. 3s to wound. All wounded though, well done.
AP-.
This is damage D3.
Yeah.
3+ invuln saves. Ouch, no. We could see one of these. Yeah, bound to see one of these Necron Wraiths destroyed and it's gone, but it'll all be absorbed on one model, so we'll remove this one from play. But Wraiths being picked on here, 2 of them gone now. Heavy bolters next. Lean 5s and 3s.
That's not very.
Nothing. The shot's bouncing off the chrome armour here.
And the las cannon. 5s.
5s to hit the las cannon. No. Okay, the firepower effectiveness reduced here because James moved, trying to get better fields of fire, but it's reduced their capability. Here, that's those 3 Russes complete with their firepower. Necrons, no complaints from them. This army is still virtually intact, apart from a couple of Wraiths being brought down. There is the Russ just over there to fire, and of course the Baneblade yet to erupt. Yeah, this could swing things around. That Russ over there can see my Tomb Blades. James may well offload a lot of stuff into them. Supercharging. So everything, even the Lascannon, or Lascannon going somewhere else?
Lascannon's going to shoot. You can't see the Ghost Arc.
Oh, so can't target Terran because he's a character.
Will shoot at. I can see that Wraith.
Fine, he's going after a Wraith. Pot shot at the Wraith.
I stood still.
And all the plasmary stuff.
Yeah, I think they're going to be easier to kill.
Going to go into the Tomb Blades, okay. Ouch.
So,
okay.
So Lascannon over there, the rest of the firepower supercharging.
Sure. Right, 1 Lascannon shot needing a 4.
Yeah, re-rolling 1s because I stood still.
Gets the 4. 3s to wound. What is it? I don't even need to ask what you rolled. Oh, 1, okay. Sponson shots?
Yep, 2d3. So that's
1 and 2, 3 shots. Tomb Blades, keep them alive if we can. It maybe depends on what James rolls here. If he's 2d6, 6 shots. Okay.
I might as well roll these together because it's going to be exactly the same ballistic skill.
Oh, hang on a second. These have shield veins, 3 up save, and then they have cover. So 2 up save. So we'll get 5 up saves at least when your firepower comes through. That's helpful. Here on turn 1. Okay.
-3.
Yeah, 8 minus 3. Okay.
Needing 4s. Rerolling 1s because we're Acadians.
Are you rolling everything together?
Take a mortal wound.
1 mortal wound taken. Okay.
Charged.
Yeah, that's all the dice rolled together. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. 3s to wound then. Here, strength 7, toughness 5. These Tomb Blades. We should survive this hit.
4.
Oh, we'll survive because we've got 6 models. 4 come through. Okay, so we'll take the 5 up saves. I'd like to pass a couple of these. We'd pass 1. Damage 2. 3 dead. Ouch. Right, so immediately 3 casualties. Damage 2 every time. We have 2 wounds. So that's it. They've taken that damage. The squad's half wiped out. That's a shame, but there's a chance for them to reanimate. Okay, so infantry firepower, maybe a little bit of firepower. James deployed quite far back from the edge of his deployment zone, so there is a gap. Some infantry squads might be able to fire. Mortars are available, though. They're range 48. Baneblade, the Wyvern still to fire as well. Still plenty of options here for the guard. Right, mortars, here they come. They're going against the front Necron warrior unit just up the street there.
8 shots.
8 shots, not too bad.
It's below average.
Yeah. And it's going to be 4s for hits here.
Rerolling because of take aim, stood still.
Right, okay. That helps a bit. 5 hits. 4s to wound.
2 wounds.
2 wounds come through. Necron warriors in cover. 3 up save. Pass 1. Alright, so 1 Necron warrior brought down. Okay. Going after the same target here. One thing about the Astra Militarum, James knows that he needs to wipe out whole units if he can, but because of the Necron deployment weaving in amongst cover, and we've tried to limit the ability for a large chunk of James's army to target just one particular unit, and it's meant that there's been no wipeouts here so far. So Necrons will be happy with that because it gives them a chance to reanimate destroyed models from units. As long as at least one model from the unit remains alive, we can use our reanimation protocols at the start of our turn. So you're just rolling up here.
Roll because of take aim.
Take aim. Right, so take aim being granted to both of those mortar squads. Quite useful because there's only 4 hits so far, but that's a good recovery. And 4s to wind.
4.
4. Okay, I've got 2 dice. I'll roll these 2. Pass those 2 on a double 6. And we pass another one. All right, another warrior brought down. All right, so next firepower is the Baneblade. James has declared all of his shots. So here it comes.
I'll do the best now. So main Baneblade cannon, 3d6 shots.
And this is going into the Ghost Arc?
No, Wraiths.
Going into the Wraiths. Okay, going to try and wipe them out here.
which is 9 shots.
9 shots, okay. Just 4s to hit.
Yep.
Okay. What's a good roll here?
Only 3 hits.
Only 3.
Let's see if I've learnt my lesson. Actually, I may put down a Supreme Command Detachment against the regiment doctrines.
Right, okay. Yeah.
But that's a lesson to learn. So strength 9, toughness 5 is 3s.
Just the one wound comes through. And then here's your insult from the Necrons. And if unsaved passed. Whoa, okay. So autocannon, where's that going?
That was going to Ghost Ark.
Ghost Ark, right, okay, so some shots coming from that. There's a cock dice there, I think. I'm just going to reroll it. Okay, it's missed. Okay, next. The las cannons, yeah, because the demolished cannons are out of range.
1 hit.
This is Ghost Ark you're going after.
Yeah.
-3, so take a 6 up save. Nope. And your damage. Don't roll a 6. 5. Quantum deflection. 5 with a +1 because of quantum deflection, which means we ignore the damage entirely. Strange vehicles the Necrons have, but the damage is ignored. Right, this is heavy bolters now. Going into the Necron Warriors, 2 of them brought down so far. Necrons have got off lightly here. From the Astra Militarum firepower. A lot of shots have been let loose against them, but a number of shots struggling to find their mark and cause wounds, and Necrons proving quite resilient here with the help of cover as well, and invuln saves helping out also, and quantum deflection has proved useful for the Ghost Ark also. Okay, but you've got some wounds here coming through.
Yeah.
5, 6. It's -1, +1 for cover. 4s. And we've passed 5. Out of 6. One more Necron Warrior brought down. Alright, the Wyvern's left, but James struggling for targets here. There's nowhere really you can go for the wipeout. So you're going after the infantry, the front squad?
Yeah.
Okay. 3 casualties so far. We've got off lightly at this point.
That's very good. That's
20 shots.
20 shots.
Wow, okay. Superb dice roll here at the end of the shooting phase.
End of the shooting phase with
Well.
little damage.
Bit scary. Oh yeah, guardsmen will be quaking now. Those poor conscripts, I feel sorry for them.
I could spend 2 command points to get +1 ballistic skill, but
Okay.
so 3's reroll. Sorry, 4's rerolling 1s because I stood still.
Yep.
That's pretty good, actually.
Not bad, yeah. We'll see
Not
some.
bad. That's amazing.
Yeah, it's really good. We'll see some Necron Warriors being brought down here for sure. 4s to wound.
Rerolling to wound is a storm shard.
Wow. Yeah, brilliant. Tons of dice. This is the glorious thing when you roll. Yeah, weight of dice if you're able to roll enough. Oh, wow. God. Almost all of them. Ouch.
Okay.
There's no minus on this.
No minus.
Right, thankfully you get a 3+ save. Which we pass all of them except 4. Okay, that could have been a lot worse. Cover helping us out again, but we'll remove 4 more Necron Warriors from this squad. And with that, it marks the end of the shooting phase, the end of the turn. No charges to take place. Astra Militarum are across here at the moment, holding back and blasting away at the Necrons, causing some damage. The Necron Warrior unit here has been hammered hard. It's taken 7 casualties now in total, but a lot of firepower directed against them. We've lost a Wraith from each squad, and the Tomb Blades tucked away here. I thought they were safe, but they've been picked on by Russ, and that squad has been halved in size. Tactically, though, the Necrons sitting in the centre of the table and on the majority of the objectives. James needs to be careful. He knows from previous games you can't hold back forever. Time ticks away here, and the Chrome machine sits at the centre of the board, dominating the battlefield tactically speaking. James's army here still fresh here and reloading to fire again on James's second turn. But we'll hand over to the Necrons coming up next. We know they can't hold back. They must take the fight to the Astra Militarum as much as they can, but ultimately they will still need to control these objectives around here. Interesting. We'll see what Tamra decides to do, and Google Chrome, and the Cryptech here as well. It doesn't have a name. Okay, we'll go on to turn 1 now for the Necrons. We'll reanimate here and push forwards. Alright, so we're on turn 1 here for the Necrons. Morale has been resolved, so no problem here at all. Auto pass around here. The Necron Warriors auto pass for the morale trait from the Cryptek. Immortal Pride, units within 3, and that unit snakes all the way around to him. And then here, auto pass as well, 3 casualties, but leadership 10. And we rolled a 5. So then reanimation protocols, restore one of these here at the start of the turn and restore 4 Necron Warriors as well. Potential for the Ghost Ark to restore some also at the end of our movement phase also. That's preparation sorted out here. We'll go on to turn 1 movement. First blood is still an option here in this scenario. We'll let the Necrons make their move. Alright, so movement's complete here for the Necrons. A lot has taken place, and you can see that we've used the Veil of Darkness here to shift the destroyers right up the board. All 6 of them are positioned and in range of the Bane Blade. This is ambitious here from the Necrons. So I've been toying what to do with these. If I linger at the back, I think I'll be shot to bits. As soon as I come around the corner with them, they're going to get shot at by James's firepower. So I'm just going to go all out with the destroyers here in a bold move. May well regret it. So they've... this is at the end of the movement phase, they've moved. Cryptek's gone with them. The one with the cloak, the one that can jump, so they've all landed together. Cryptek has to be within 6 inches, he's just there. Wraiths have advanced, they were just tucked in here. Advanced move made by them. Necron Warriors have surged ahead, and 2 more added to their ranks thanks to the Ghost Ark at the end of the movement phase. Then you can see the other unit of Necron Warriors pushing through. Shifting to their left slightly is the unit of Immortals, and then keeping all these units in range. The anchoring Cryptek is just there, ignoring the objectives for now. Just going to try and present as many guns as possible towards the guard lines. Tamaraj pushing through on this right-hand side, and then the units that were here have moved out as well. Necrons going aggressive on the left-hand flank also. So around the other side here, my will be done was granted at the first start of the turn. Tamaraj put that onto the destroyers. They were in 12, so he's granted it to them. So, Wraiths have advanced, shifting across in this direction. 8-inch charge required. We may not go for the charge, though, because James can use stratagems to enhance the firepower come through. Could see those brought down if they attempt to charge. Advance move made by the Triarch Praetorians. They've made it to the edge of this building. And then, after restoring 1 to their number here, the Tomb Blades have shifted out in this direction. So, sort of scouting units versus scouting units here in a fight for this 2-point objective. Movement's complete. A tricky point in the game here for the Necrons. They've manoeuvred boldly to take the fight to the Astra Militarum, but we'll see how well this goes. We'll go on to shooting phase for them next. Okay, so yeah, good. Tough choices here. Targets, trying to weigh up. I could pick on Russes, I can try and take those out, or I could try and take out the Bane Blade. They're all big threats here for sure. So what I'll do is I'm going to fire Tamaraj first of all. Into this one. He's in range of that, so I'll fire his Ghoul's cannon into this Russ. So he's moved. 3s to hit. They've all hit. 5s to wound. And no wounds come through. Okay, that makes things a bit easier. Okay, so we'll go on to these destroyers now. Just tough. This is a critical point in the game. A crucial decision to make here for the Necrons. Do we spread the firepower into Russes? I'd like to see that one go. And the commander. Or do we try and take out the Bane Blade? Alright, decision made. I'm not going to go for the Bane Blade. Because it's -1 to hit. I want to try and be as efficient as possible. I'm going to split my firepower and do 9 shots into these 2 Russes. The tank commander and this Russ here. This is a nasty one. And the tank commander is pretty good as well. So I'm going to try and eliminate those 2 if we can. So we'll split the firepower evenly. So my will be done was granted onto them. A wave of commanders it's called for a Catacomb command barge. We're on 2s to hit. I'm going to load this up here. Extermination protocols, so we are re-rolling wounds and hit rolls, and then we're going to play talent for annihilation as well for Mephrit Dynasty. Any 6s to hit will generate extra shots. Also, I'm going to really try and go for this here. This could be the one chance for the destroyers to make an impact. Just looking at James's face here, he's looking a bit concerned, so I think we've maybe made a good choice. He's checking the stratagems. Right, here we go.
Reroll failed hit and wound rolls.
Yeah, it's the best stratagem they have. Okay, so we'll go into this tank here first of all. 2s to hit, re-rolling 1s. No 6s generated, no extra shots, but they've all hit their target. 5s to wound, re-rollable. This is the key point. Yeah, not bad at all. The Russ is in trouble. Oh, but I don't think we're going to destroy it. Now, that's a shame. James will make 6+ saves. None. A very slight chance we can destroy this thing. Close enough. 6, 8, 9 wounds taken on this Russ. It has taken significant damage, but crucially it remains alive. 9 shots down to the tank commander. 2s to hit, rerolling 1s. Yeah, they've all hit. Those 3 6s generate extra shots. This tank commander could well be in trouble. They've all hit. Now we're on 3s, 5s to wound. And it's re-rollable. Just need to get a few more through here. That's the ticket here. That's the score that we're looking for. 8 saves of 6+. Tank commander is in trouble now. This will be a good result if we can bring him down. 1 save, and it's going to be a load of D3 damage coming through. 5, 7, 9, 11, 12, 13. Tank commander pops. First blood picked up and doesn't explode. Okay, not too bad here. It's okay. Tank commander's gone. This one's in trouble as well. So happy enough with that result for these destroyers. They may well be wiped out. We had to make a bold move there. All right, James is going to go after them. But if he goes after those, he's not going to be firing other parts of the army. We'll press on here with Necron shooting. Going to fire 4 Necron warriors into him, just from down the street here, firing through. Needing 3s. Needing 5s. Nothing. Okay, that's them done. Okay. Just pressing on with Necron firepower. We've resolved all of the infantry here, so the smaller numbers can see through. So bits of this squad here fired through, and also damage coming from... Where's the 5 casualties come from?
That was from the warriors?
That's command barges. The Ghost Ark firing through as well. That firepower reduced the squad down by half. So 5 casualties taken there. Firepower from some of the warrior squads that could see through and in range fired upstairs. James played take cover, but still 3 casualties taken. And then firing downstairs, there's a squad. So there's a squad upstairs and on the balcony. Then a squad sharing the lower floor and the second floor fired at them with a few of the Necron warriors, but 8 shots, particularly devastating, coming through. 6 wounds caused. James only passed 1 6-up save because it's AP -2. So a total of 6 casualties there on the lower squad. Just there, some heavy casualties being taken by the guard. Necron infantry firepower proving superior here at this stage. So... can't fire the pistols on the Triarch Praetorians because they advanced. Wraiths have no firepower. And so we will shoot the Tomb Blades. And we'll go into the furthest of your Sentinels here with their firepower. So it's going to be 12 shots, actually, with their particle beamers. In range 12, so it will be AP -1. 4s to hit for smoke. So smoke has helped you out a bit here. 3s to wound, strength 6.
Toughness 5.
Yeah, 3s to wound. Okay, 5 saves at -1 here.
Enough to bring me down. But...
Yeah, should cause some kind of damage.
2 wounds left.
Okay, right, not too bad there from the Tomb Blades. One that's furthest away, actually, one towards the board edge. Yeah, just that one over there. I'll pick on that one for now. Okay, so shooting phase complete here for the Necrons. Charges, yes, there are some charges to make. We'll go on to charges and Overwatch next. All right, so charges are taking place here. Now the destroyers, remember, they're at the other end of the board. They're now up here. They've made contact with the conscripts just here, so moving around this direction and charging in. Needed a reroll to make sure they made it in, but they have now made contact with the scouts. No damage at all on Overwatch. Then around here, we attempted to charge here with these Wraiths and failed. Rolled a 7, needing an 8 here. James did get multiple hits. We passed 4 invuln saves, protecting ourselves from Overwatch. Defensive Gunners was the stratagem that you used.
Hot twice.
Then, and I got hot twice, yeah, so taken 2 wounds. So down to 9. Then across here, we've actually charged into the Sentinels. This particular one, there's a reason for it. You're going to wrap round. You know the rule. You know the tactic. Okay, we're going to try and lap round this one, cling on to it to survive, and then pull away later on. It's a tactic to try and keep these alive to prevent firepower from coming in against them. Okay, so charge is done. We'll go on to combat resolution next as the Necrons go aggressive against the guard. All right, so combat's resolved across the board here. Potentially a dangerous mistake here made by the conscripts. We'll come back to that in just a second. Oh, James, check him out.
No, they're fine. I'll just remove them.
Oh, yes, no, he's right.
You should find
Ah, right, okay. I think he's okay. So Tomb Blades closed in. Make contact with this. James attacked back. We attacked him. No damage at all. But that one's tapped out. Can't shoot when it pulls away. This one's locked in combat. And so we'll protect the Tomb Blades just here. It means we can cluster around this one, cling on to it, survive combat, and then pull away. And because it's a unit that can fly, it can shoot. Maybe even reanimate a couple more as well. Okay, so then across here, we brought down with 2s to hit for Wave of Command, rerolling 1s for Hard-Wide Hatred. James failed a load of saves. 7 casualties taken with the conscripts. They cause 1 wound in return. So the danger that we're saying is we wrapped around these here after pile-ins and consolidation moves made. James has piled in and made consolidation moves. There's 2 guardsmen here that are locked in amongst these swirling destroyers here, but James reckons he's going to foul them out and he'll remove those 2. It means he can pull away from combat and then blast them to Kingdom Come.
They will foul them around because they're leadership 5 and there's 7 casualties. There's 7.
So you've got
plus D6.
Oh, so you've got away with it.
Yeah.
Just oh boy, we try. It's a large unit to wrap, and the danger is you can take off casualties from close combat and from morale. So infantry are trickier to pin down than vehicles. You see the scout sentinel over there, easier to wrap around, but here the infantry are slipping from our grasp. End of turn, we'll let James resolve some morale. Heavy casualties taken across the line, so a lot of guardsmen being brought down. 3 casualties, 6 casualties, 5 and 7 with the conscripts. Morale to be resolved, and then we'll go on to the second turn. Necrons are ahead here. They have caused more damage and have disrupted the guard more than the forces of the Imperium have done to the Necrons. Okay, so morale's been resolved. Not too good, James. So how many conscripts ran away? Another 8.
There's 8.
8 casualties there. How?
Casualties ran away.
Yes. Lower squad's gone.
Yep, gone.
Casualty from here. They passed, okay.
Yeah, because the comms are.
Right, okay.
Exactly.
Right, okay. All right, so morale complete here, but more guardsmen fleeing the battlefield at this stage. Necrons on the rampage. We'll go now on to turn 2 for the Astra Militarum. They've got to fight back well here against the Necrons, or there could be trouble. Okay, so we're on turn 2.
For the Emperor!
Oh, here we go. Breaking out of combat, not to run, but
No.
to head towards the enemy lines. Good for you, James. Using his
A good soldier is brave, tenacious.
using his conscripts here.
Right shield.
Very wastefully here, sending them off towards the Necron lines to certain doom. But difficult here because the guard cannot hold back. They've got to drive the Necrons away from these objectives, push them back, and also claim the objectives for themselves as well. Guard need to be here by the middle stage of the game, or at least the late stage of the game. It's turn 2, so now's the time to start making progress across the board. James has learnt from previous battles that he can't wait to the middle stage of the game. The progress has to be at the early stages in order to have a chance of capturing objectives, especially with a 4-point objective just the other side of those containers. He's broken out of combat here and onto this objective. He's anchoring this one at this point here. Has to leave that one behind, isolated as it fights against the Tomb Blades. So we'll let him continue to make his move. If you like the look of the Necrons here in this game, there is a full painting tutorial for them here on YouTube on the channel. And now for the Astra Militarum, there is a full painting tutorial for them, for the infantry. So if you like the look of James's army here, and also an in-depth painting tutorial now on the Plus channel for Lehman Russ battle tanks. So that's available on the Plus channel also. Okay, movement is complete here. So wound restored, jury rigging was the power that's been used. So that's taken James back up into a semi-decent bracket there. So 4 wounds remain on that Russ. So movement's complete here. The conscripts have peeled away from combat and pushed forwards. So 2 of these infantry squads here, along with characters. Mortars have held position. Baneblade did move along.
No.
Hasn't moved.
No.
Tech Priest has is sneaking along in this direction. The Wyvern's not moved. This Russ hasn't moved, just going to use its firepower to maximum effect. And as we saw earlier, these 2 Scout Sentinels have moved onto the objective in the corner. Oh, I've just reminded James needs to move him. Okay. Okay. No, he hadn't moved, so he's moved the Tech Priest now. James has just done that there. Psychic Phase next.
Yes. I'm going to do Psychic Maelstrom.
Uh-oh. Oh, right, could be trouble. What about, how many powers can you do per turn?
1.
Oh, so choice of what to go for. Right, so the current situation here, early stage of the game, if the Necrons hold here and survive here, we will win. It's as straightforward as that. If the Necrons are blasted off the objectives, some chance, but James, I think, needs to push through onto them to try and secure them here. Necrons looking strong, though, in the centre of the board at this stage. Right, so what pair are you going to go for?
Psychic Maelstrom.
It's going to go for Maelstrom. He wants to remove Wraiths, if possible, to remove that
Select
threat.
a unit within 18. As
Wraiths.
telepathic, so it doesn't need line of sight.
Okay.
Warp charge 7. It goes off in a 10.
Okay.
And you've got no psychics because you're Necrons.
Mm-hmm.
So on a 2+, you suffer a mortal wound.
Okay, here it comes.
Mortal wound. 3+, mortal wound.
Oh, what's the one? Oh, does he command reroll in this phase? Yeah, he must. Yeah, it's burning the CP. How many got left? He got 7, 8 left. He was spending them.
So 3+. Oh.
No, he's rolled a 2. Oh, so 1 mortal wound taken. Psychic phase complete, and crucially, no Night Shroud here on the Baneblade. Okay, but I don't think he's too worried. They're not going to last too long now that they're out of combat. Was that a wise move with those? I think even if they wiped out, we've done some damage at least.
We've done something with them.
Done something with them at least, yeah. That's the reasoning. Okay, and if you fire at those, it can take a fair bit of firepower to bring them down. If you fire at those, you're not firing at something else. It lets the rest of the army move up. So that's the philosophy. We're going to shooting phase next.
Plasma, overheating, or supercharging, and the
Those.
las cannon into real thing.
Oh, right, okay. Everything's declared here. It's this Russ firing into these and also into the Ghost Arc. Do we do quantum deflection? I've got 1 command point left. Yes, I'll try. Oh, boy. Yeah, we'll keep it alive. Okay, it's quantum deflection going on to... Yes, new battle round.
I do.
James gets a command point back, so that's up to 9. We have 0. Yeah, because that Ghost Arc's useful. Okay, no command points left.
2d3.
Ooh.
So that's 1 and 9. There's 11 shots.
Okay. Now, what are you to hit? You haven't moved
5s.
because of the damage.
Because of the jury rigging, I repaired it. We need 6s.
Okay.
So you need 5s, rerolling 1s because it stood still. You have to stay still with jury rigging. And rerolling 1s. No, it's fine. So it's 4 hits. Pretty good.
Yeah, pretty good. Yeah, not too bad at all.
And 3s.
They're all wounded. Well done, James. That's really good.
3.
So we're looking to try and make 6 up saves here. Oh, we do pass 1. Okay, so straight 2 damage.
Yep.
So that's going to be
1
him completely dead,
and a wound.
plus 4 more wounds. 2 dead. Not wiped out here, but 2 of them gone. It's a start. It will take a while to bring these down, but the destroyers here, 2 casualties taken. Okay, so James immediately spending 2 command points here for overlapping fields of fire being played on these. James is aware he must wipe these out entirely, otherwise there'll be reanimation protocols that can take place. And it also forces his hand that he's going to have to divert firepower until these are wiped out entirely. Las cannon. Yeah, into the Ghost Arc. 5s. Oh, okay. Missed because of the damage. Okay, so that's that one fired. Conscripts have moved away, so that's that section of the table finished. There's a dead tank there, so now it's this part of the board here. Still plenty of firepower remains. Right, so this is the Baneblade firing next. James has distributed all of his firepower. It's spreading all across the board here. Heavier gun's going to focus on these. Okay, so here it comes. He's having doubts now.
No, it's not that. I keep forgetting it's regimental keywords, so they don't get the +1.
To what?
Overlapping fields of fire.
Oh, right, you don't get it. Okay, right.
The Baneblade.
Yes, there's overlapping fields of fire in play here against this. So, heavy bolters then, going to go into the Necron Warriors. Going to repeat his firepower against them. So that's going to be 18 shots. Okay, so it's against the front squad. It's the ones with the models just out the front now. So 4s. And then you'll need 3s to wound, and it's AP -1. And we're not in cover now, so all we're going to get is 5 up saves here. Now the damage could start coming through here. James nodding in agreement here, and the wounds starting to pile up. 5 up save, or 5 up invuln save, either way. It's 5s to block. Okay, 4 casualties taken.
3 is less than 5.
Right, okay, this is the Demolisher Cannon.
2.
2 shots, name 4s. These could be trouble if they hit. One of them's hit.
10.
2s to wound.
Wounded.
Yes, that's a 6, that's fine. If -3, you'll take a 6 up save. I passed, just as we need it.
Auto cannon.
Yep.
Strength 7. 1 wound. AP -1.
4 up save. Passed that as well. Okay, and then that was against them.
Yeah.
Okay, and then 2 laser cannon shots available. Into the Ghost Arc, yeah, with its quantum deflection to try and help it out here. And they both missed. And now the Baneblade Cannon. 1 good round will wipe the destroyers out. 8 shots. Oh.
I want them dead. So I'm going to spend a CP.
Okay. A slight improvement in 9 shots required. I think these are going to survive here, and just Les James rolls really, really well. But these destroyers proving hard to destroy.
So it's
9.
9.
It's 3d6 shots.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. 9 shots. Oh, he's rolling in the crater of destiny here. Yeah. Okay, minus
3.
3 damage.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no. Need 6s to survive. Come on, double 6, yes. All right, so 4 casualties. They're still there. They'll probably be destroyed, but they're still alive. Leman Russ, it can see it through the gap here, and can pick on the destroyers.
Last cannon into that. Heavy bolters
Yes.
into the warriors, and battle cannon
Into those. Okay, spreading the firepower around the board here.
battle cannon. 2d6.
Need a good roll, and he's rolled a 1 and 2.
3s to hit because of overlapping fields of fire.
Oh, right, okay. Oh, no. 2 2s and a 1. Oh, you can re-roll the 1. Don't get 1 or a 2. No, he's just rolled a 2. When things aren't going quite right, then James's dice rolls collapse. That seems it's happened again.
Last cannon.
Yeah, last can.
Missed.
That's missed. Heavy bolters against the warriors again.
Yeah.
Okay, needing 4s. 2 hits.
Oh.
3s to wound. 2 wounds make it through. 5 up save on the warriors. Past 1. 1 more casualty taken. 5 in total.
Shooting at the wraiths.
Right, okay, this is las gun firepower coming from the infantry squads, what's left of them inside the ruin here. So he's putting some shots into these. 1 wound caused.
Wow.
Okay, and here's our roll. It's a 5.
Grenade
Okay.
launcher,
Yep.
Solid shot.
Missed. Roll a 1.
Hurrah! Wounded. AP -1.
So re-rolling 1s is Cadian.
Okay, yeah.
Right. It does suit you because you do roll a lot of 1s, so it's not appropriate regiment to use. So you did score a wound. Is it 3 plus in 1 save? Passed. That was D3 damage.
Yeah.
Ah, right. Okay, that was a crack shot coming through. Okay, so that's that squad here, firing down as best as they can against the wraiths. Okay, Necrons proving resilient here as we press on. James has some firepower around here. Remember, there's mortars still to fire, the wyverns still to fire, and this tank here with its deadly firepower also. But all of a sudden, there's multiple Necron units that it needs to fire at, so tough choice ahead. All right, so James has declared with the tank.
2d6 shots.
With the main turret.
Main turret into that.
He's going after Wraiths, mostly with the plasma weaponry. Yeah, he wants to remove those from play. Okay.
And
because they will be a terror to his vehicles if they get in.
the last cannon into the Ghost Ark.
Yep.
Hits.
3's to wound. Go straight through the armour. So you just roll your damage. And you want to roll sort of medium-ish. You don't want to roll high. 6 will be... that's a 1. Yeah, it was slightly cocked there, but it is a 1.
As you said that.
Quantum shielding, so we need to roll a 1. Which we don't. Alright, so 1 wound taken. Which will automatically restore next turn with living metal. Right, so 13 wounds remaining. It's quite a useful unit, this one here. It will help the Necron warriors keep recovering. That's why James is going after it here. And it's got a decent bit of anti-infantry firepower as well. But we'll press on here. This is that's double 1. That's how
the sponsons.
That's the sponsons, right? Okay, thankfully, not the main turret. And the main turret. Oh no! He's just rolled 2 more 1s. Quadruple 1. You. I'm sorry. You shouldn't complain about bad dice rolling, but that's utterly horrific.
Complain, please complain.
That's terrible. That's just at the point in the game you need to roll well. Double 1 and a double 1. What's the chances of that? So,
2 hits, reroll 1s. Take.
So just don't roll a 1. Oh, it's a 3. Okay. 3's to wound.
1 wound.
1 wound comes through, and surely not an invuln save as a complete insult. Invuln save passed. Wraiths still alive. Okay.
Should be dead.
Not good here. Yeah, I'm sensing the Necrons now. With that firepower result, the Necrons are ahead here and starting to edge ahead as far as damage is concerned. They're causing more damage and they're proving more resilient than the Guard at this point. And tactically, they're holding the centre of the table. This could be an upset here. The Guard usually smash the Necrons and blast them to pieces. But this newer Necron list seems to be working quite well. But it's not over yet. James has plenty of artillery support, mortar firepower to come through.
3 shots.
Yeah, it's just firing Triarch Praetorians here, infantry. They are tough.
Oh.
Nothing? No wounds coming through. Okay, that was infantry here. There's these few squads here letting off some shots in this direction against the Necron units. James is rolling up some dice here. Nothing from that squad either. Okay, so that's these squads around here.
No, it's just this squad here.
That squad there. Okay.
So I'll do this squad now.
Okay. Well, then press on with some more infantry firepower. See if you can pick off some more Necrons. Right. Okay. A lad's gunshots wounded. This is from the mortars. James needs to pound these with artillery to remove them from play. That's your start. We've taken a wound. 5 wounds to try and get through here. You must go for the wipeout with these. Otherwise, the risk of them surviving and then starting to reanimate. It's got 2 mortar teams and the Wyvern as well. It's possible if we fail enough saves. 5 wounds to try and get through. Here it comes. The first mortar team. 3d6 shots. That's not too bad. Yes, nice lot of shots. All right, so what may well save us is our toughness. Toughness 5 here will prove difficult to wound.
3's to hit because of
Overlapping fields of fire. Gotcha. Yeah, okay. Rerolling 1s for Cadian. Nice.
Rerolling to hit because of take aim stood still.
Right, okay, yes, that's orders that were given earlier on, which hasn't helped. 5s to wound. So you're looking to cause 2 casualties here. If you can, that'll set you in the right direction.
That's 5 wounds.
5 wounds, you should do it. 3 ups.
Whoa.
Horrific. We've lost a whole model and we'll transfer that wound over. This will be a turn up for the Guard if these destroyers are wiped out. Next mortar squad, yeah, very, very useful, these artillery units here at range.
9 shots.
9 shots, could be enough. James's dice roll is recovering here at this stage. This is my best anti-tank for firepower. If they go, that'll be a dent in this Necron
Rerolling
army.
To hit.
This is a key point in the game here.
All hit because of the stratagem.
5s to wound. This is the roll. I can see 3. Okay. 1 at a time. Past that one. We passed that one. I found that one. 1 wound left. It's got to be the Wyvern to finish him off. All right, Wyvern, here it comes. 4d6 shots.
No.
He's rolled 3 6s. 21 shots. 3 6s and a 3. I tell you, it's a roller coaster ride of your rolls, James, for sure. Okay, so we're looking for 4s to hit. It's not re-rolling 1s, and then you're re-rolling your wounds. So there's bound to be a ton of saves required here. Surely this destroyer will be no more. Okay, here come the shots.
3s. Rerolling 1s.
No, it's a pretty good roll. Those 2 failed. I can remove a few more of those 2s, but generally pretty good here. It may well even be a bit of overkill, but James won't mind that at all.
I prefer that. Then it would be
Yes.
So, strength 4, 5s. Rerolling to wound because of storm shot.
Oh, yeah. You're glad of that roll. Look at that. There's actually only 2 made it through. Now you got him. Okay, so that's a good result. Yeah,
Got him!
Wyvern's useful. You can fire it whatever you want, pretty much.
Shred.
And shred stuff. That's great. 6 saves to make. Surely not at the end of the turn. Here we go. The first one. Past that one. What about this one? Oh, no command reroll available. No, all spent. We'll just roll these to see what we'd have got. Yeah, tight enough. But right at the last gasp here at turn 2, this destroyer is no more. That squad cannot reanimate, and we've lost one of our anti-tank units. They've done something in the game, though. I knew they'd be picked on by the guard. They've helped out for sure. They've disrupted the guard lines, took out a tank, and have almost wrecked this one. But that squad is now removed. That'll help the guard for sure. Okay, so actually last of the shooting's been resolved. Las gunshot came through and picked off one of the warriors. 6 casualties taken on those in total now this turn. So end of turn. We've actually resolved combats as well. There's no fresh charges to take place. The combat over here, 1 wound on the Tomb Blades, 1 wound on the Sentinel, and that is the turn finished. Alright, so morale to resolve for the Necrons. Just this unit here, which is auto-passed because of the Cryptek. We've kept them within range 3, so turn is finished. We'll go on to turn 2 now for the Necrons. They're at the middle part of the table. So we're on an opportunity now to close the range a bit more, let loose the firepower. I think James's infantry are definitely in trouble, but James has heavy tanks here at the back, and with the loss of the destroyers, we may well struggle to put wounds onto these vehicles. But we'll see what the Necrons can do, and if they can keep their advantage here. Tactically they're ahead. We'll see if they can maintain that as we go on to the second turn of the game. Alright, so turn 2 here for the Necrons. Aggression's paid off for them so far, so we've pressed on with that. Reanimation protocols, restoring some Necron warriors to this front squad. There's still 4 casualties remaining, which I'm going to roll up for now, actually, because it's the end of the movement phase. We can use the Catacomb or the Ghost Arc ability here to restore them to play. So 4 pluses. Yeah, all of them. 4 more restored. Yeah, so there they are. The Ghost Arcs really helped out this game. No wonder James has gone after it here, constantly restoring Necron warriors to play. So those who've joined the front rank, they've reassembled themselves just here. The unit tracks back. The front of the unit's here, but it's tracking all the way back to the Cryptek just down there. And again, this Necron warrior unit down here tracking back to him. He's shifted across. If that takes casualties, he can try and restore it next turn. Then around here, again, keeping within 3, the Immortals shifting in this direction here to lay down some firepower into the guard, taking cover in the building. Then around here, Triarch Praetorians in force have moved out here against this Russ. Wraiths next to them, and then the Tomb Blades restoring one of their number to play, and have jumped out of combat across to here, and they can shoot. Movement's complete for the Necrons here. They're oppressing the guard. We'll go on to their firepower next. So we'll start with this Necron warrior squad here. 9 of them are in rapid fire range. We're going to try and wipe out these conscripts if we can. 18 shots. They've been blessed by Tem and Ra as well, so they'll be on 2s to hit. And there's 6 other normal shots coming through. This is Mithrit Dynasty. Any wounds will kill these conscripts. So 2s to hit. Necron firepower. Necron anti-infantry firepower is frightening here. Yeah, so you can remove 9 casualties here. We'll fire the other 6, because it's AP -2. Fire the other 6, they've all hit. 3s to wound. 2 more wounds come through, and James need to make 6 up saves to try and keep models alive here, but the conscripts are in serious trouble. No, 2 more casualties taken. I'll put the Staff of Light into them from the Cryptek. 2 hits. No wounds come through. Strength 5 didn't take them down. There's 2 left. Next, we'll fire Tamara across here. See if we can pick off this Russ if possible. So 3 shots. They're all hit. 5's to wound. Got the 2 wounds. We're actually in range 12. It's AP -4, so it's 2d3 damage. Can't pop a tank. Yes, we can. 4 wounds. Liam Russ gone. Dan Raz picked him off. James rolling to Explosives rolled a 1. Liam Russ destroyed. Good sniping here from that character at the back. Ghoul's Cannon has picked off this Russ. This is starting to go well here for the Necrons. Alright, we'll keep this rolling here. Ghost Arc. 2 flare arrays. We'll put 1 into this squad of 5, 1 into the other squad moving up. So 10 shots down rapid fire range. And it's Mefrit Dynasty. Any wounds will kill these guardsmen. 3's to hit. 3's to kill. Almost got the wipe out. 4 casualties taken on that squad. So 1 remains. Just that. And then we'll repeat here. 10 shots into the squad moving up behind. 3's to hit. And 3's to kill. Yeah, another 4 casualties on that squad moving up. Okay, next, the Necron Warrior squad here. Heavy casualties there, so we're going to try and go after the mortars. 12 shots after them, not in rapid fire range. And then 3 shots coming from the back to try and finish off that lone sergeant, which will fire at first. 2 hits. And 1 wound caused. A 6-up save to keep the sergeant alive, because it's not within rapid fire range. James is rolling the other side of the board, rolled a 3. Okay, so that's that squad wiped out. Now 12 shots into the mortar team. And in 3s. And then in 3s again. Yeah, pretty good here. 6 saves at -1. So 6 saves are 6+. Ouch, that's going to hurt the mortar team here. And no 6s, squad wiped out. Oh, the pain of that. That entire squad's gone. That's those Necron Warriors. Now, the way they've moved across the board quite quick is casualties taken and then reanimating and then keep putting them slightly ahead each time. It's gaining us inches across the board. So that's why they've managed to get so far ahead. As long as you keep within coherence, you can do it. Okay, so there's a gap opening up here. The Necrons are flaying their way through the Astra Militarum infantry. Right, Immortals are going to fire next. They're here. All 10 of them can see to the squad right at the very top level. 3's to hit. And it'd be 3's to wound. Yep, okay, so 7 saves, AP -2. So James will take a 6-up save. We could be looking at another guard squad brought down. This is casualties here piling up. None, so that's that squad gone. Necron firepower is frightening here. Yeah, that squad upstairs is now removed from play. Guardsmen, usually vast in number here, are a dying breed in this particular fight. Okay, bit of firepower here. Options of these, they can shoot. Pistols to fire here as well from the Praetorians. Okay, so pistols into here. 10 shots in 3s. And then 5's to wound, strength 6, toughness 8 on a Russ?
Yep.
Yeah. Well, I have to say. There's no minus on these because they're not dynasty. So you're going to get your normal saves of 3+. 6 saves of 3+ here. Unless we're going to try and bring it down, trying to soften it a little bit. So in combat, we might be able to try and finish it off with the Praetorians if they make it in. 2 wounds caused, down to 7 left. Right, Tomb Blades next. We're going to split our firepower. 2 shots into here, which is going to be 6 in total. 2 of the Tomb Blades firing. So 3's to hit. And 3's to wound, strength 6, toughness 5. All wounded except 1. So no minus on the AP here because you're further away. But that's enough. He's gone. And then don't explode. Doesn't explode, alright. But Scout Sentinel removed. Okay, so the other 3. They are in 12. 9 shots in 3s. Good fire support here from the Tomb Blades. And then 3's to wound. Yeah, 4 saves. Not going to destroy you, but it's AP -1. On this one here. So AP -1, 4 saves. Past 2, but 2 more wounds taken. It's down to 3 left. Not too bad here. Good support from the Tomb Blades. I think that shooting finished here. It's been devastating from the Necrons. Not against vehicles, because we're lacking anti-tank here, but against infantry here, it's been horrific. We'll go on to charges and Overwatch next.
And 2d6 shot.
We've declared a charge into here. James has played defensive gunners and he's just rolling up his shots. I want to keep the Wraiths alive to shield them as they go in. This is the tactic here, trying our best.
+8.
This is your number of shots of the plasma. The laser cannon's missed. Yeah. Need 5s are defensive gunners. It's all plasma weaponry here. There's no heavy bolters on this tank. James wants a ton of hits. he gets some. Is it 4 wounds? Just a maximum of 1 per turn.
That's every time you overheat.
So we cap it. He's rolled a number of ones, but we cap it at 1 wound taken here. So down to 6.
2 hits.
Oh, just 2 hits in the end. Yeah, 5s and 6s. Right, okay. Still, it could be enough to wipe these out. The wounds do come through, so it's all down to our invuln saves here. They basically need to pass one of these for this to work. Pass that one. And pass that one, a 5 and a 6. Okay. So roll our charge distance here with the Wraiths. There might be a little trick we can do with these as well. Okay, and then charges round here. Tamara charged in, no damage, no Overwatch. Just going to try and wipe out these conscripts. And also try and gain inches further up the board with him. And then the Wraiths are piled in as well. They were here. We've gained ourselves 6 inches by charging in this direction. Also, now Astra Militarum resistance is around this area here, protecting the Baneblade. But their parameters closing here as the Necrons continue to go aggressive. Charges across here, resolved. Charging in, we'll be able to consolidate or pile into this to silence this tank as well. So that firepower is going to be disrupted. And now this vehicle's pinned, so even if it survives, it can't back out of trouble. The Triarch Praetorians may well have enough power here to bring this thing down with their Void Blades. We'll go on to combat resolution next. Not looking very good for the Guard here at all now. It's rapidly turning into what could be a rout. Dare I say it, the Necrons are not doing too bad here. We'll get some results. We'll go on to combat resolution next. Okay, so we'll pick the Wraiths first of all. 6 attacks, because I want to try and wipe out the squad and then move with them. So 3s to hit, and then 2s to kill at strength 6. Yeah, so 2s. So it's because it's strength 6, AP minus 2. So those 2 conscripts can disappear, and then we'll consolidate 3 inches in that direction. So that's that combat resolve. That was pretty quick there, and you can see they've pushed on in that direction. It's just to threaten James's vehicles in the corner. Okay, so we'll resolve the combats across the other side. The Triarch Praetorians now fighting against the Russ. Okay, 30 attacks, needing 3s. This dice has dropped on the floor, so just reroll this one. It's missed. Take away all the misses. Now, what helps us here is that we are strength 5.
That's the drop die.
Yeah, it's fine. I re-rolled it. That's fine. So along 3s. There's loads of hits here. Strength 5 means against toughness 8 will be on 5s to wound. There's 2. Yeah, you're going to survive here.
3.
Yeah, you will get saves of 6+. That's not very good at all. That's dreadful dice rolling. But 3 wounds have come through. James will take saves here of 6+, which he passes 1. 2 wounds taken. Down to 4 wounds left on that Russ. Actually, I'm not going to complain if we don't wipe you out, because we're wrapped in combat and it will protect us from firepower coming in. Okay, we'll do the Wraith attacks into that. This might be enough to finish you off. 3s. Again, 5s to wound at strength 6. Nothing. Okay, and that's that done. James can fight back with the Russ and with the Wyvern as well. Okay, so James has resolved his attacks back, attacking back with the Wyvern and also with the Russ. No damage at all. So turn finished. James is just rolling up a bit of morale.
Because the
Commas are in range, yeah, for that squad. And the other squads are wiped out. Okay, nice clean job here from the Necrons. Okay, so turn finished. We'll go on to turn 3. Necrons dominating the tail. Still the Baneblade remains alive. There's a Russ just here. And some infantry. These 2 vehicles are now out of the game for this turn at least. Yeah, I don't know, just run them over, drive into them with the right, Baneblade's still alive. We'll see what James decides to do. Necrons surging ahead. Okay, yeah, so turn is finished here. It's not looking too good for the Guard. Necrons continuing to press forwards. We'll go on to turn 3 now for the Astra Militarum, the middle stage of the game. Perhaps the last chance for the Guard to try and push through the Necron lines on towards the objectives. Difficult scenario for them here. We'll go on to turn 3 now for the forces of the Astra Militarum. Okay, so moving complete here for the Astra Militarum. It's difficult here because you know you have to push forwards. James has pushed some units forwards here. Even the Baneblade here going on the aggressive. Holding with this one. All right, so he hasn't moved, but he can see. You can see the Ghost Ark and the Wraiths. Okay, yeah, with part of the vehicle, that's fine. Holding the line here. Here's James's commander. No, that's your commander. Him.
Yes, he is.
Okay. Backing out and popping smoke with him. Mortars are available to shoot this Russ stuck in combat. And I see he's sneaky here. He's going to hold this objective, and then he's going on a run with this Scout Sentinel around the back. That's movement done. We'll go on to shooting phase here. This could be the last stand from the guard. They've got a miracle needs to take place, otherwise the Necrons may well close in for the kill next turn. Go recon, what's that?
Gets to move again.
Going to move again. Nice, swift manoeuvring around the back here. So it's been a shame, the Necrons. They haven't played too many games for the season, battle reports, and maybe they could have done well, but it's too late now. It's getting towards the end of the season. Maybe we'll see them feature a bit more, but they've had a good run in some of the challenge games, taking on different opponents, and here in this fight, they've given, once again, a good account of themselves, and they're back to their old ways of endurance and then reassembling towards the end of the game, and they've proved to be dangerous here in this fight as well. But we'll not call this game quite yet, especially with a Baneblade still on the table. We'll let James go on to Psychic Phase next. Alright, Psychic Phase complete. James went for Smite in the end. It was the Wraiths, the closest unit, and you're on 11. They're all 4 for the mortal wounds, so just 1 Wraith left now with 2 wounds taken. So good result there. Didn't go for Night Shroud here on any of the vehicles or Psychic Maelstrom. Psychic Phase complete. Shooting Phase next. Alright, so shooting phase. Baneblade has allocated its firepower. Auto restored a win, by the way, with living metal from last turn, so back up to our full strength. But we'll see. Here we go.
Won't be for much longer.
Yeah, no, you should do alright here with the Baneblade.
We'll do last cannons into that.
Yep, so don't have quantum deflection now, so a bit more vulnerable.
Forced hit, steel barrel.
Unless you miss on 2/2s.
Up to 4, but not
No.
force.
Next,
Demolish a cannon.
that's going into the Wraiths. Just a chance James might be able to break through the invuln save.
D3 shots. It's less than 5 models. 2.
Yep, forced to hit. Can he get a hit?
2 hits.
2 hits, well done. 2s to wound. Yep, and 3+ invuln saves. We passed both there with the Wraiths. How infuriating. Yeah, auto can now. It's going into the Ghost Duck.
1 hit. Stroke 7.
3s to wound. -1.
1.
5 up. Passed on a 6. Next. Baneblade cannon. He's held it off here. Here it comes. The heavy bolters, by the way, going into the Necron warriors.
10 shots.
Get a ton of hits. Get a ton of hits, you could destroy the vehicle. It really could change around that quick.
Yeah.
Come on, James. There's people rooting for you here. Oh dear.
I wish.
5 1s, 6 1s. Reroll 1s. Oh no. Because oh dear. 3s to wound. 3s to go straight through the armour. Oh yes, good effort. 3 go through.
9 damage.
3 damage a time. 1s and 2s required here from the Necrons. Yeah, we passed one of them. So quantum shielding holds for one of those shots. 6 damage taken though, down to 8 wounds left. Okay, heavy bolters now into the Necron warriors. Name 4s.
It's not bad.
No, it's pretty good. Yeah, James has got a good result there. It'll be 3s to wound, and it'll be AP -1 as well. So this is pretty good, actually. Yeah, there's a load of saves to make here, about 6 or so.
Yep, 6.
Yeah, we say 3. 3 casualties taken. I'm going to take these 3 here. There's on that Baneblade piling into my warrior line. Okay, which I think James is going to plan to do. He's got 4 command points left here. Okay, we'll press on. That's all the shooting resolved from that tank. So now we'll go on to infantry. There's a rust to shoot, and then also the mortars. Infantry firepower?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. This is 4 saves. 4 4s. James, just rolled 4 4s. That was lasgun firepower coming through from this squad down here. They've done their best, but 4 4s being rolled here by the Necron warriors. Anything else?
Grenade launcher, failed to win.
Failed to wound. Okay, so we've sort of resolved this area around here. Mortars with sound effects. Going in against those warriors as well. 3d6 shots. Not bad at all.
It's 13.
4s to hit, rerolling 1s.
Rerolls to hit.
Unbelievable. Look at the score he's got here. There's a 1 there to reroll as well.
Reroll them because of take aim
Yep.
and stood still. That's all but 1.
God, amazing hits here. Really, really good. And it'll be 4s to wound.
They're gonna need it.
Oh, no, not so good. The wounds here, the toughness 4, helping the Necron Warriors out. 5 wounds. 4 ups. Yeah, 2 casualties taken here. Yeah, okay. So the rest of the infantry firepower has been resolved across the other side. 1 wound in total coming through against the Immortals, and they passed on a 3+.
As always.
This is the Lemurus now, 5-3.
Your own ones. Strength 5, toughness 5. 2 wounds.
This is against the Wraiths.
Yeah.
3 ups. No, 2 wounds taken. Well, God, well done. There's no wounds on there, so the model still remains in play, but it's on 1 wound left. Battle cannon next. 2d6 shots, 9 shots.
It's a bit better.
It's not bad. The Wraiths should be in trouble here. 4s to hit.
4s I could do, although I can feel survival, I'm not going to. Reroll 1s.
Ah, this is pretty good. Yeah, not bad at all. 2 misses. 3s to wound.
Strength 8.
5 in total.
-2.
Against the Wraiths.
No, against that.
Ah, right. No, it's going in against the Ghost Ark. So -2. So we'll keep these saves. That's fine. So -2 means, yeah, 6s.
Now you're quantum shielding. So it's D3.
4d3. Yeah, so roll them up one at a time, and I'll try and roll underneath. Here if we can. Yeah, so 1 or 2. Nope, so that's 3 damage. Next one.
2.
Need a 1. Yep, so ignore that one. Can't stop that. So that's 4 damage. And I can't stop that. That's 5 damage. 3 wounds left. Ouch. Ghost Ark in serious trouble now. 3 wounds remain. 3 wounds remain, and a las cannon still to fire.
For the Emperor.
For the Emperor, it hits.
Yes. 3s to wound.
Ah, Throne of Terror, you've missed.
Come on, reroll.
Come on, here it comes. The Golden Throne.
Yes.
No, he's wounded. Go straight through. Roll a 6.
3.
It's a 3. 3 you need. 3 you got. Unless I roll a 1 or a 2. Remember our chant? 1 or 2, 1 or 2, 1 or 2. Oh! Yes. Ghost Ark destroyed. Is there anything I can do? Help, help, help. Come on, reroll. Let me borrow one of your command points. Thanks. No, joking. Okay. We'll roll to see if we detonate here. Oh, it is. It's the whole phasing. It's a 6. There's nothing I could do. Oh. Boom. Oh, what a mess. Uh-oh, trouble. Ghost Ark's decided to go bang in the middle of my Necron advance. See what the way 40k works. Yeah. You think you got it all planned out. You think you know what's going to happen. And all of a sudden, one of your key vehicles detonates in the heart of your army. We'll resolve this mess. All right, so damage resolved here. 2 more casualties on this Necron Warrior squad. One of James's guardsmen was caught in the blast. 2 wounds on Tam and Ra. 2 wounds on Google Chrome. 3 casualties on this squad here. And then 3 mortal wounds on the Wraiths. So just one of them left. One of them left with 2 wounds taken. Okay, so that's that resolve, but what a surprise result here. The Ghost Ark lasted so well during the game, and all of a sudden it's destroyed. That's your firepower finished. Okay, alright, so we'll go on to charges and Overwatch next. There's the continuing melee there with the Triarch Praetorians. They may well be able to destroy that Russ over at the other side of the board. And does James charge down here into the Necrons? They're a bit disarrayed at the moment. They've seen their vehicle destroyed and casualties taken. Alright, charges are taking place here. Guardsmen charging all over the place. Baneblades have gone in. Charged here with James's infantry squad. They were wiped out. 5 guardsmen brought down. That was from Overwatch from this Necron Warrior squad, all in rapid fire range. Got 6 6s. A load of wounds come through, and AP -2 destroyed them automatically. The Commissar charged anyway, rolled a double 6. So he's charged in just to try and silence the firepower from that squad. If he survives, crush them. James is about to play that card. And the infantry squad across here is charged into the Wraith to try and bayonet the last wound on that. Okay, so we'll go on to combat resolution next. The game's getting quite tasty here at this stage as Guard and Necrons lock horns at close range. Okay, so James has charged in round here. It's made a party move. They're all going to get to fight against this Wraith. 22 attacks in total. That's with help from the priest granting the bonus.
For the Emperor.
But you'll be on force to hit.
Yeah.
Okay. Surely you can do it. It's just 1 wound that's required. He needs to fail 1 3+ save. Those are missed. Okay. Yeah, James has taken a dice out of the pile because it was a rollover.
Fair enough.
So 5s to wound. Oh, that should be enough.
3.
Statistically, I should fail one of these. 3 plus. Pass that one. Pass that one. Surely not a 666. It's a 4. Okay, so Rafe survives. James will pick another combat. It's got to be a charger, so I have to go around to this side. Here.
Commissar.
Oh, right, yes, the Commissar making his attacks against the Necron warriors. So there's no need to move in closer, just the lone model.
3 to hit. 2 hits. Strength 3. 1 wound.
1 wound comes through, 4 up save. Failed, 1 Necron warrior brought down. Locked.
Take that!
Yes, a noble duel there. 1-on-1, and the Commissar prevails. Problem is, you've got all these other Necron warriors to try and survive against. Do feel sorry for the Commissar. He's slain 1 Necron warrior. There's others to come. They'll also pass morale. 8 of them potentially could reassemble themselves and hurl themselves back into even close combat. But it's a noble effort from him. Baneblade, right, so what's your options then? You've smashed into here.
I'll smash into him again.
Right.
Really smash him.
Him.
Yes.
Right, Tamara could be in trouble here.
2s to hit.
Stop. Start of the fight phase. Been struck by lightning, you take a mortal wound.
Oh, wow. 25 wounds remaining.
25 wounds to get through. So by turn 26, you could be in trouble. Now, I just want to survive. You've got a 4+ invuln save to try and help us out a bit here, but yeah, no, it's going to be tough here. Tamara could be brought down by this rampaging, hulking machine.
Crush them!
Okay, here it comes. So you're going to divert all your attacks into him.
Oh, yeah, got a Wraith there.
There's a Wraith there you've just driven past.
Oh, crush
James,
it as well.
James did declare that as well, so you can attack it.
You crush it under our traits.
So you're splitting your attacks.
Yes.
Okay, so
I'm going to do 3 onto the Wraith.
okay, and the rest into Tamara.
Tamara. So, Wraith, 2s, because of the stratagem.
Right, okay.
2 hits. Strength 8. Strength 9.
Still 3s to wound. 2 3s, well done.
18 minus 2.
3+ invuln saves, which we pass. We're still alive. Okay, and then we're looking to go for Tamra.
2s, 5 hits. Strength 9.
3s to wound.
4 wounds.
4 wounds come
18
through.
minus 2.
Oh boy, boy.
Adamantium tracks.
Oh, past 2.
2d3.
You got to max out here and you'll bring him down. What would you roll? It's a 3 and a 5. So you could go for the command reroll. A 1/3 of a chance to bring Tamara down.
But does he get out?
No, all I can do with him is play a stratagem to resurrect him. But I'm out of stratagem, so he's a goner if you do decide to go for the command reroll. Much must be risked in war.
And it will be risked.
Oh, my quotes encourage him to go for the reroll. Here it comes. There's a cock dice. Don't roll it. Oh, it's a 3. Oh dear. 1 wound left on Tamara. Is there anything else you can do about that?
Ramp again.
Are you able to?
No.
No. Good. Okay. Right. So that's all of your attacks. So now you pick a combat, which will be your tank that's languishing there in combat.
3.
D3 attacks.
3 attacks. 6s.
Nothing. All right. So we'll attack back here with some Necron units. All right. So Necron Wraith's going to scratch against the side of this vehicle and gets 1 hit and no wound. Tamara, stabby stab. 2s. They've all hit. 555. Come on. Nothing. I need 5s because we're strength 7, toughness 8 on that thing, so no damage across there. The Wraith will strike out against those. No, we'll wait and see what the Triarch Praetorians do across the other side of the board. So 30 attacks here, needing 3s. It's a load of hits come through. It's a nice base of attacks here for the larger unit. And then we'll need 5s to cause wounds. Just reroll those, or roll those. That's the wounds, and then we'll roll these. Yeah, I think this tank's a goner. They really are quite dangerous. The volume of attacks, and then once those wounds come through, of which there are 10, it's then AP -3. 10 saves are 6+. It's not bad effort, but no, that vehicle's destroyed. James will roll to see if he detonates. He's already used a command reroll this turn. No, alright, so vehicle destroyed. Okay, so I've pushed them forward in this direction. Vehicle destroyed. We'll attack with the Wraith now. Gets 2 hits and 2 kills. 2 guardsmen slain automatically. It's AP -2. Alright, and then round here I've piled in with the Necron Warriors. Not too much though, because I don't want to lose my distance there to the Cryptek. So 4 of them are going to get to fight. In 3s. And in 3s to wound. 2 wounds come through, no minus. So 2 saves are 5+. Yeah, 2 saves are 5+. Need to pass at least 1.
I've passed.
1. The
Heroics from the Commissar.
Commissars survive. Well done. Okay. So that marks the end of the turn. Yes, all combat's resolved. Here, the Guard of... this is a better turn from the Guard, I reckon, here. But it may well be too little... too late. We'll go on to Necron turn 3 now, the middle stage of the game. We've got some morale to resolve around here, and then we'll press on to the Necron turn. Okay, movement for the Necrons here. The Baneblade's proving to be difficult. We haven't got much anti-tank, just going to try and just strip wounds away gradually with our firepower. Elected to pull out of combat with Tamra. Necron Warriors being restored to play. They've swung around this direction just to shield him. Continuing on in close combat here against the Commissar. The Immortals pushing through in this direction. Their firepower at strength 5 may well prove more useful against the Baneblade. Cryptek, after restoring some wounds here, 3 wounds added back on to Tamra, plus living metal, back up to 5 in total. And then here the Cryptek Google Chrome's heading off towards the objectives here at the back. Necrons should be aware we need to hold on to more objectives, and James does will pick up more points to make sure we can see the game through to victory. And victory's not guaranteed here at the moment. There's a Baneblade on the loose. The Wraiths pulled out of combat heading off in this direction. May well stand a chance of bringing the Tech Priests down. Triarch Praetorians have jumped up and over through the infantry and in amongst the Guard now. So too is the Wraith. That is allowed to pull out of combat and still charge at a different target. And then at this end of the board, advance we've made with these, so 14 plus 6 we rolled, so heading off in this direction to split their firepower and going to try and take on these 2 scout sentinels. That's the movement done here for the Necrons. We'll go on to their firepower next. Right, firepower's taken place here. Necron Warriors firing through. Some good help from the Immortals as well. Tamra firing also. Staff of Light firing through. Down to 17 wounds here now on the Baneblade. So stripping away a good number of wounds, just with the sheer number of shots coming through. Then Triarch Praetorians with their pistol fire brought down 2 of the Guardsmen just inside the ruin. And then across here, the Scout Sentinel destroyed. We split our firepower, destroyed this one, and then put 1 wound in total on the one that's doing a runner up the other end of the board. Shooting done. We'll go on to charges and Overwatch next. The Necrons are in amongst the Guard lines on this flank. Right, charges have taken place. No damage here. The Wraith charged in against the Priest and may well be able to tap out that Lehman Russ as well. Melee continues here. No other charges taking place on this side. Just going to hold back and wait to see what the Baneblade does. And then across here, ignoring these, we've swept through in this direction, contacting this character. The Wraiths contacted him as well, contacted the Priest. Didn't reach here, but we will be able to follow up when we make a piling move, and these have been declared as targets. So that's charges done. Did lose 1 of the Triarch Praetorians on the charge from multiple units doing that Overwatch. We'll go on to combat resolution next. Alright, so we have resolved the combats here. So Commissar was slain before he had a chance to fight back, so he's gone. Around here, the Tech Priest was slain as well by the Wraith. It made its piling move and tapped out this tank, so that's... We'll be able to move off, but it can't shoot next turn. We wiped out the mortars here with the Triarch Praetorians, so good combat from them with their blades at -3 coming through, particularly useful against the Guard infantry. Put no wounds on this. James passed a 6-up save, 1 wound came through. This character survived, he's taken 2 wounds. Priest has taken 1 wound, but still survived as well. Wraith, it was the Wraith here that actually caused those 2 wounds. So that's combat's resolved here. Still the Necrons are ahead, but the Guard's still fighting stubbornly on. We'll go on to their turn 4 next. All right, so moving for the guard. James has swung the Bane Blade around this direction. He's going after Tamara. He's going to try and crush him again. How many command points? You've only got one left. So you can't play crush them.
Yes, I can. There's only one CP.
Is it? Oh, it's only one CP. This could be the last command point spent to use crush them against Tamara. Okay, then around here, pulled out of combat. So all you can do really is pull out of combat with these tanks and maybe fire with them next time around. James has popped smoke on the Rust just here. Psycho's moving in to use his psychic powers and potentially charge into combat. James moving on to this objective to try and hold on to objective, that's the number 6, that one, and then he's pulled out of combat as well. So yes, one other bit of movement actually, around all the way around the other side of the table. The Scout Sentinels made an advanced move, heading off in this direction, going for Line Breaker and trying to hide as much as it can away from the Tomb Blades that are on the hunt at the moment. Right, correction, not pulling out of combat against the Wraith. Okay, so movement complete, we'll go on to Psychic Phase next. Okay, Psychic Phase finished. Psychic Maelstrom James tried to play it and it didn't go off. So Psychic Phase finished. Shooting Phase next here on Imperial Guard Temp 4. All right, Shooting Phase. We have resolved that here. 3 casualties taken on this Necron Warrior Squad. That's heavy bolter firepower coming from the Bane Blade. James directed all of his long-range firepower, the heavier guns, into the Wraith that was over here, wanted to eliminate that from play, and he has bypassed the 3+ invuln save, and that model, or the last of that unit's destroyed. No casualties here against the Triarch Praetorians. What did you use in combat? What is it called again in the Shooting Phase? Fixed bayonets.
Fixed bayonets.
Attacked here and fired a pistol as well, but didn't finish off the Wraith just there. And that is Shooting Phase complete. We'll go on to charges and Overwatch. James is going to use the Bane Blade aggressively again in combat if he makes it in, which he's bound to against the Warriors and Tamara. We'll go on to charges and Overwatch next. Okay, so charges have taken place. Last CP for James. Crush them is going to be used. Contacting Tamara. No damage on Overwatch at all from the Warriors and from the Necron commander there. Round here, the priest has charged into the Triarch Praetorians, and the commander's charged in here to try and silence the guns from the Necron lines just there. He has got a power sword, right, so he might be able to slay a few of them as well. Charge is done. We'll get our combats resolved next. 9 attacks. James is going to put all the attacks this time into Tamara. Be great to bring him down.
2s. All but 1.
2s fits.
Adamantium tracks, strength from 9. AP minus 2, D3 damage.
3s to wound.
All but 2. So you've got 6 saves.
Yeah, there's trouble for Tamara. Serious trouble. 4 pluses. Yeah, well, actually, we've passed 4. So it's 2d3 damage. There's still a chance of destroying us here, but you need to roll 4 and a 5.
I rolled a 6, and that's a cock die. So I re-roll that.
Oh! So 4 wounds taken. Down to 1 wound left again on him. Right, okay. And then it's charges here, so I have to wait with this one. Your commander with a power sword. This is the last gasp here from the guards, surely. Desperate stuff from them. 5s to get wounds.
1 dead.
Yeah, power sword, AP minus 3, nice. So we'll bring a warrior down. We'll take this one here. Okay. Missed entirely with the Psycho. All right, so we'll that's all of James's charges taking place. He then picks a combat, actually, so it's going to be the platoon commander fighting against the Wraith. See if you can pick off the last wound here. Only 1 wound you need to try and get. 3s for hits. 5s for wounds. No wounds come through. Okay, so we'll hand over to the Necrons so they can fight back with their various units. Right, so Tamara, 2s to hit. 2 hits come through. 5s to get wounds. No, struggling to put wounds here on this with his War Scythe. Right, so Necrons fighting at Warriors and Tamara struggled to cause any damage here against the Bane Blade once again. The commander was slain though, so he's gone and destroyed. That's Warlord point picked up. Then across here, the Psycho's gone, destroyed. So he's removed from play. And then also the platoon commander here, he's been destroyed and the Wraith's headed off in this direction. So not looking good here for the guard. That's the end of the turn now. All right, so turn's finished. I've been discussing the game. James is going to concede here at this point. Multiple reasons. Necron's still dominating the centre of the board. In this situation here, the Necrons are going to pull away, reanimate all of their stuff. Tamara can pull out and restore wounds on himself. He can then fire. These warriors will be able to fire. The Immortals will be able to fire and drain wounds down from him. Tomb Blades are going to continue to harass this and will probably destroy this next turn. And then around this side, just the final blow here for James was saying about the Triarch Praetorians. The 9 of them, possibly 10 if one of them reanimates, they're going to jump across here and charge this and then tap out this Russ and stop it from shooting for a further turn. And the Wraith's free to move off in this direction. So James sees it as pointless to continue here at this stage, and so happy enough to let the Necrons take victory here at this stage. But it's been relentless here from the Necrons. Perhaps come as a bit of a surprise to the Guard to see the Necrons play more aggressively, but it's paid off here from the first turn onwards, and the Guard are defeated. So, points on the board. The Necrons have kept the Guard away from the centre of the table. You can see objective here, the inferior objective. Necrons control that comfortably. I was planning to jump across here and snatch this one here for 4 points. After chasing this down, Necrons would have been free to grab the objective over in that corner as well. So we'll get a final score. 2 points then for the Guard. They do hold this objective just here. Necrons then have Linebreaker. Slay the Warlord and First Blood was picked up. James has Linebreaker as well, so it sets 3 points each, and then we hold this objective just here. So even at this stage, the Necrons would have won the game. So game finished here. Classic encounter, always a good fight between these two sides, and it has been enjoyable. What's been particularly nasty is the anti-infantry from the Necrons. Their weapons, the AP-1, the AP-2, particularly good. So it was worth them trying to close the range instead of backing off away from the Guard lines. But there it is, that's the fight. James vows to come at the Necrons again, and the Necrons reanimate and live to fight another day as well. But always a classic encounter, this one, and it's worked out to be a vicious fight. But ultimately, the machine has triumphed over flesh. Great game. Thanks for watching, and tune in next time. Right, so just discussing units of the game. They're going to give it to the Tomb Blades across here. Decent firepower from them. They recovered. They were halved in strength, but they managed to reanimate back to full strength. And then throughout the game, their firepower is pretty good, harassing James's more scouting mobile units around here and helping to secure the back lines. Also going to mention the Triarch Praetorians as well. Their close combat, even against vehicles, was pretty effective. Who are you going to give unit of the game to? The Wyvern, pretty useful firepower from that. Yeah. The ability to get reroll wounds and so on. Yeah, no, it was a good output from that throughout the game. And even the Baneblade, even in close combat, was pretty effective here in this game. But that's units of the game for both sides.